Hmm. Hey there, happy Friday. I'm wondering why all of a sudden I see like my previous defaults on my restream screen. It doesn't have all that other confusing stuff on there. I'm not sure why that is. I don't even know. I'm glad though, because that was driving me nuts. But, um, anyway. So I'm live to do a few things. One is to kind of go over what I've been looking at of my Kirby books, trying to figure out what I'm gonna work on in September. Um, where's the chat? Is chat gone? Ooh, chat is gone. What the heck? What happened? There's no chat. Hmm, that's interesting. Why is that? Oh well, I guess I'll just keep going. That's weird. There is no chat option. I wonder if I need to restart, but I don't really want to. I'm just gonna work. So my apologies if there is. I can't see any chat. I don't know why that is. What's this thing? Orientation. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, so not only did it get rid of. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, let me go on my settings and see. What else is participant name, guest can control. Oh brother. Got mirror camera off, which I should. Shortcut. Oh, I don't know why, but there is no chat. So I guess I'm gonna work without it. Okay. So, oh, that is just really weird. It's really weird. So these are, um, my Kirby books that I have. Color Morphia is the first one that I got, which is like a compilation of previous things. Then World of Color, which is like the I think the most recent. Well, no, second to most recent um, compilation of his previous coloring books. I guess the most recent one is Reflections, and I don't have that one. Um, then I have Mythic World. And by the way, I have not colored in this at all. World of Color. Um, Mythic World, which I have not. I don't think I've colored in this one. Nope, I haven't colored in this one yet. Um, Alien Worlds, and I haven't colored in this one yet either. But I'm kind of, I don't know. I was kind of feeling it when I was looking at it the other day. Um, and then Kaleidomorphia, which I have done a little bit of coloring in. And this is the one where I was saying that the initial pages, I think this is the one where I really like the initial pages. And then after that, I'm looking at the images and I'm like, huh? I don't know how I feel about that. Um, this is the first page. I love this page so much. Um, Still working on it some. I gotta figure out how did I do that? Because I gotta keep doing that. Um, I loved coloring this rooster. I had a lot of fun with it. Having a lot of fun with this page. I did more. All this stuff on my desk. Excuse me. I worked on these more because I didn't have these colored in, and so I started coloring these in. Was it early this week or something like that? I started coloring some of the stuff that I didn't get to yet. So I do still need to work on this page. Maybe that's one thing probably I can start in September is that. Um, and then this other page, which I also love, I've been working on this too. The same time, like this early this week, late last week. been working on this using my newer pencils. Um, and I just love this page. I was using the Karen Dash Pablos on this after noticing how they darken up places in my mythographic aviary book. I started doing the same thing in here because I wanted the leaves to be all green with a little bit of purple and whatever, but I just wanted some areas to be darker than others. So I was working on it with that, and then I started doing some shading in these, which I kind of want them to be white. Well, initially, I wanted them to be white, and so I figured I'll add some darker, like a warm gray or something in there to kind of, give it some depth. But now I'm kind of debating whether I want to make them like a pale peachy pink or not. I don't know. So I'll either do that, add a pale peachy pink, or I may go in like with a white um, marker, acrylic marker, or paint pen or whatever, and kind of bring out some of the white, in here. Kind of do some contouring, or I don't know what the word is for it, but adding depth or whatever to it between using um, the warm gray pencil and then using the white marker. So, because initially what I have down on all of these, is white pencil. So, um, I don't know what color I want to make the inner thing, and I could maybe make those like a kind of plum purple to kind of match the veins and um, the leaves. So, doing some thinking with that. I did more of the mushrooms on here. And I darkened some of the color in the ones that I had using the Karen Dash pencils. And again, I find those Karen Dash Pablo pencils really useful also for the fact that they're a small diameter and they can go places where other pencils can't go. So I really like that. Hope okay. I wanted to make sure my sound was okay because there was an issue when I first came into Restream where I didn't have sound, but I see I do have sound. I checked it. Um, so still have more work on here to do because, like, I do want to bring out more of the contrast, light and dark, in here. So that's something that I'm just going to keep doing, and I have more mushrooms to color, of course. Um, and I'm kind of trying to keep myself reined in with not going trying to not go outside of like add too many colors. Obviously, not add too many obvious colors to it or something. I don't know. I just want it to kind of blend together. And I don't know what I want in the background. I'm not sure. So we'll have to decide on that. Lots of other little objects in here to color. So I need to do that. Um, So these two may actually be my September project, is finishing these two rather than starting a new Kerby image. I haven't really found um, a image in any of these books that I really want to begin. Cause like I don't know, this camel, it's like he's so freaking huge. Why is he so big? It's kind of weird to me. And I found myself getting annoyed with the double paged images and them going over, the crease in the book or whatever. I don't know. I don't know that it really bothered me before, but it's starting to bother me now. Um, but yeah, I don't know. This is like such a huge mass, a huge hunk of animal. So it's like, how do you make that exciting? You know? I don't know how you make that exciting. I'm not sure. Trying to picture it in my head, and I just can't think of a way. Um, but I like all these little things, although they're very small. But I do like them. Okay, now I need to take something small stuff. I feel like I'm gonna choke. I'm just gonna like take a vitamin gummy because that'll keep me from choking. And I'll get my vitamins. Okay, how about that? Okay. Oh my gosh, all three of those are stuck together. Gonna be that one. Okay. Oh, now it's gonna be hard to talk. Oh well. Um. Well, and I'm feeling kind of weirded out by some of these images because, like, a lion with a fishtail, horse with a fishtail. I need a narrative for these things to be able to color them. Oh, like I said, I'm not really feeling them. I kind of like this turtle page a little bit. And the interesting thing is, the single pages I don't really like. So, like, I'm in a quandary with coloring with Kerby. I like this one, and I'm kind of attached to this one. I like it. I do like these, but then the thing about them that I don't feel like attached to right now. Oh, kind of like this one, but I also feel like I don't have the skills to color it. I also like this one, and I don't think I have any objections actually to this one. So at the moment, so maybe that's one that I'll do. Let's see, was there anything else in here that I wanted? I'm just going to stay towards the beginning, so it's going to be anything from up to this page to work on something new in this book. And I think I'm probably going to stick to this book rather than to color in one I haven't colored in yet. Because I'm just that way. I don't know. Kind of because I want to move up in my skills with coloring in these books. Because, like, when I saw was it My Coloring Country Life and Miss Bondi coloring in their Kerby books and how they transform their pages, and you don't see any of the black lines. It looks like the image is like almost as if they just had painted the image themselves. I'm really curious about how they did that, and I want to try that, but I don't know how to go about it. So, um, and I think the way I'll approach learning that, I'd rather do that in a book that I've already been coloring in than to do it in a new book or a book that's new to me that I haven't colored in yet. I need just a little more room on this side of my desk. Oh, um, this guy. Oh my gosh, this was my first attempt at trying to make Prismacolors work for me. Oh my god, It was so annoying. But now it looks good, but like what I had to do to get there was a whole lot. There's solvent on there. There's like three different colored pencils, a lavender, the blue, and a black that may have been something other than Prismacolor because the Prismacolor was driving me so crazy and wasn't adhering like I wanted it to. But I kind of had decided on making the hat look like like the hair, like horse hair that they used to make these top hats out of. Um, and the cat, I wanted him to make him look like a Norwegian. What are they called? Norwegian cats or Norwegian something? I wanted to make him look like the a common color for those cats, which is like this kind of burgundy, kind of brown color, which is really pretty. Wish I had a cat that color. That would be cool. Um, yeah, and I almost have the courage to like start working on this again, even though it would force me to practice like that whole reflective thing, which I'm not sure how mindful I am about like doing that or being able to do that, but yeah, that's one I do need to work on. This one is in a I don't know, it's in at least one other book, I guess. But this one has this dot on there because of this page, which was one where I kind of had a eye opening with working in Kerby. I just went ham and started throwing things at it, and I really like it. And yeah, it's because of this part, which I can't even remember what I used on it, but whatever it was obviously wet. Um, so I do need to finish this page as well, and I'm thinking using the Karen Dash Pablos on this would probably be a good idea as well. Um, I don't remember what I was using, but I find the tendency in using I don't know, a lot of less expensive pencils is that things get muddy because you're trying to get that intensity of color, or like with the way that I color, I guess I'm trying to get that intensity of color. Sometimes layering doesn't work that well with when I use less expensive pencils. I'm finding when I look back at things that are colored, and so I can use the new thing I found in using the Pablos to bring out the things that don't seem to be intense enough in color, and then use them initially on some of the things I haven't colored in here yet to see how they work from the very beginning of trying to work on the image. So I really like this one though. It's got markers in it, um, all kinds of stuff, and it was feeling like an accident, like a mistake, like pretty much like really, really for a while until suddenly it was like, ooh, this is interesting. Um, Something else I can do in here is like to actually like put some, add um, depth or whatever to the scales or whatever on here. So I could really be in this one for a very long time, um, which might be good for when I don't have time to really concentrate or focus and just like I just want to make marks. That's all I got time to do. I get a few color pencils and just make the marks. And fall into that mode that my brain kind of slips into where it just automatically starts doing it. And you see the results later. Um, I think, I don't know what it's called. There's probably a name for it. But somebody that I've been watching lately, what is it? Story Grub is his name. STORIE and then Grubb. I don't know the logic behind his or her name or whatever, but I love like watching him draw or whatever. He like just keeps adding marks, which basically is all drawing is. It's making marks, but he like it's almost like doodling or whatever, doing these repetitive marks. But he has these pictures that are just like I don't know. It kind of blows my mind because you think of how many marks make up that image. Um, Story Grub, and I posted some of his videos on my wall because I just found him like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that is so awesome, and it looks so relaxing too. So I like when you're doing something relaxing, and then in the end you have something to show for it in addition to being relaxed. So, but anyway, I could approach, adding depth to the colors in here and just the scales by doing that. So, so yeah, so I guess I do have some Kirby things to work on. I really liked this page. I liked both of these. Um, I didn't like how I did this one though. So I wasn't too upset to mess up that page to try and do this one, wherein I kind of got an eye opener with how to work with Kirby. And I started using the markers. It's like, oh, so I just I actually went and like blocked out color, a basic color for all of these, and then I added pencil after. I'm still kind of not done with it, but like I could be done with it if I wanted to be, I suppose. Although the stars aren't finished, but yeah, I just stopped on this because I wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it anymore. But I could easily come back to it and just, keep going because I feel like it has an identity now. Um, I really love this tiger head. That I was really pleased with that. So I learned a lot with this one, and I learned a lot about working with Kirby. That blocking out color first in this in Kirby designs, especially when they have all these little objects in them, which I guess he doesn't do anymore. Um, it really helped a lot. It helped it to not be so overwhelming to look at it. So this is also I had things on it from the previous page from the marker, and so I just went with it, and I started going with the colors that it had left behind on here. Um, and I did something in here the other day. I added to the mountains, and I can't remember what did I use. A pencil. I gather it must have been a pencil, but I can't remember what pencil it was. But I added to this because I figured I could block out the color and then add details after. But as you can see, like I said, I'm working with the pink that bled through from the previous page. And I actually, I'm making it work for me. It's like, okay, well that told me what my color scheme is, so let's go with it. And I kind of like it because it forced it to be different. If it hadn't done that, if that accident hadn't happened, um, it was kind of an intentional accident because I says, well, I don't care what happens to the next page. This is what I said. I don't care what happens to the next page. I want to do this with this page. Whatever happens after that happens. That's how that went. And so I wound up with the marks, the colors on this page. And then I says, oh well, let me work with that, and I kind of like that. Um, I don't know how I feel about that, but I do kind of like that. That's kind of interesting. And I use gel pens and acrylic pens for the acrylic markers, and that's kind of cool. And I, I almost feel like I want to duplicate it, so I got to figure out how I did that, and then do that further on, and then add that to this side too. Um, yeah, but this is double page, and so that's a lot of work. That's a lot of coloring. So I guess this is also an option for me to work on while we work on Kirby. Um, I feel like I have too many whips to work on something new, and there's nothing new that I'm really seeing that I like. So yeah, so I'm gonna wind up working on something old. Might be this one. I love this page. I really do. Um, I love the image. I'm not sure where to go with it though. Again, I could do more darkening of the in and some, what do you call it? Mm, Making these pop a little bit. I'd kind of like to actually use gel pens, but I don't know. I don't want to use something that's going to rub off, so I'm not sure what I have that falls in that category. Um, but I love this page. I really do. I don't know. I think there's something about squids and squids, octopi, and what is it? The other things. Uh, um, the stingrays or whatever. Um, so this page is actually finished, amazingly enough. Like, I am amazed that this is finished. Although, I don't know, maybe I could do something there, more there, but, um, so, this guy's done. There are parts of these that I wanted to keep white, and I just like to have white pencil, and then I put some gray over it. Um, I don't know how effective that is, but there's some things I just wanted to be white in here. This background was torture. I was trying to learn how to do backgrounds, and so I started on this side, and it's like, okay, this is not sustainable. I can't keep doing this all the way through. So I wound up doing something different on this side, and I think I may have used, what does it look like? I might have used the Marabou crayons on this side. I mean, it's okay. It's whatever. It's just there. Okay, this guy, I don't know if I'm ever going to finish this unless I get my desk cleaned off and I can actually in a very orderly manner, pull out every purple pencil I have from every pencil set I have, because that's basically what I did when I did this. I had every pencil that was purple or lilac that I owned at the time from every set I had at the time, and that's how I did this. And let me tell you, um, it was, yeah, it was hard. That's all I can say. It was hard. There's so many little things in there that I was coloring them individually. So yeah, so that's a lot of brain matter. And I wanted to keep each type of thing the same color or whatever, and like use the same effect on it, but it became too hard trying to isolate what they were. And this is before I started doing what I did on those earlier pages, where blocking out the color. Um, that might have helped with this, but then I also feel like this is a different type of image altogether, and I really dislike that it's divided as well. I think that's really, I mean, I know for them to put it on one page, it would have to be smaller, and I don't want that, but I really don't like that this is separated by the binding. have to figure out a way to put them together. I don't know. I don't want to color this page just because a lot of people, I think, have. I don't know. It just seems too typical to me. So, but I like the page though. I did this one, which I'm really amazed that I did. There's still some things in here that need to be colored, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm going to duplicate what I did. I used, I guess they're water-based markers, not watercolor markers, but water-based markers in here. Um, and yeah, this is a lot to color. I'm amazed that I even did this because. But part of the draw was this little character here. Oh my god, he's so freaking cute. The thing is so cute. I'm in love with this little thing. That's like all the little characters in here are adorable. This guy is the best. Is the most adorable. The alligator is adorable. This little thing at the top with his mouth open. The little teddy bear. This little guy. This little guy. I don't know. They're all cute. So maybe that was the draw. Feel like I could do some more work on the birds. And you know what? This might be another page that going in with the Karen Dash Pablos would be useful. So let's see yeah, some bleed through of the next page on him that I probably need to fix. I wanted to keep his face white, but yeah, I may need to do something with that. Yeah, so there's more work I can do on this, but I feel like I got a lot done on it. I mean, I got pretty far. I was trying to restrict my palette and stay within a certain, you know, color, and I tried to keep him more like with the bright purples, and this one with like paler colors. So the bear. This is one of the first of this type of image of Kerby that I tried blocking out colors. And I had initially started with the face because I didn't want it to be just like, okay, that's a whole lot of black face for the black bear. I may have seen something in the beginning of this that caused me to do that. Oh, or not. I guess not. I thought I did. I thought I saw something that made me do that, but no, I guess I just was like, I just can't make him just like all black. Like it's like, why? And it's a lot to try and bring the depth out of the fur and all that. So this is what I did. And I blocked out colors, and um, I don't know what to say about the status of this. I still have to do that bird. Some stars. I don't know. I have to do the background. Maybe that'll make the difference. I did a lot of work on these images. So, but I feel like it almost doesn't look like it. I don't know. So, I feel like I could add something to that. So yeah, definitely needs a background. Background, the bird. There's a little guy there. So little tiny things that need to be done, and then to figure out if there's something I need to do to make it pop. I already added white acrylic pen to um, some of these guys. I can probably darken some of these for some contour. Yeah, this is a lot of work too. It's a lot. Kind of like this guy. He's got some bleed through from the previous page, but I do like him. I like this page a lot, but like I almost want to make a copy of it and do it over. In part because I can't remember what pencils I used on this, and also because I don't know how I feel about this side. And I don't remember what I used on this side either. So, I don't know. I'm not sure why this is in there. It's here for a reason. I guess I'll put it back. Oh, let's see. The whale, another big mass. It's like, huh? What do you do with that? It's like this big mass of color. I don't understand. I don't know. What's that? There's one more. Her, which I still need to finish. It kind of like at some point the thrill was gone, but like at some point the thrill will come back. And I'll keep working on her. So I don't know. This guy, which like I still have things to do in here. I don't know how I feel about this page. I was throwing everything at it because it was one of the first things I colored in the book, and I was just trying to get a grip on, you know, what's up with these books. Actually, because this is a new what is his name? Anubius. He should be black, technically, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go back in and do that now. And I love this page. I love this page. But it is very tedious to color. Um, but I remember I went in with colors and continued on this page, and that's where I got all these blues, which are really pretty. Um, I didn't realize I was going to make one pink and one blue when I started this, and so this had blues in it already. I don't know if I can change that color or not, but I kind of wish I could, but I don't think I can at this point. I don't know. I may think of a way to do it though. Or just make mostly everything outside of this pink. And this is kind of like the center. I don't know. That's what I might do. But I love this page so much. I almost want to find, like, what book is this one in originally? And get that one too, just so I can have this image again. And there's this guy where I started doing the blocking out again of the colors. And I still have more work to do on this one. And have to do the background. There's just so many little things. It's like crazy. Oh, sorry, coming apart. This page, which like isn't even finished, even though it's a smaller image, but there's another one I can finish. It really wouldn't take that much. I have to do up there, down here in the corner, this stuff, and this over here. Maybe a little more detail on the birds and some other things. I need to like do more on his eye. Now that I have the pens to do it, I need to brighten up his eye a little bit. This is a single page, which is kind of cool. Love the little dude on the bottom, that little dinosaur. And there is the toucan that I could do as well, as a new one rather than the whip. Not sure how I feel about it, but that's something where I could use um, There are things I could use to cover to like um, just put down the base color. Use watercolors. So I don't know. We'll see. Then this page, which reminds me of Watership Down, and I had the idea in my head. I wanted to look like it was like starting, like they're running from the dark spot, running into lighter, areas where there's no storm or whatever. Um, but oh my god! And I'm trying to make the have different shades of the rabbits, and I can't remember what the criteria I was using for that. But yeah, that's hard. That was difficult. After a while, I was like, oh brother, it's like, why am I doing this to myself? But I didn't want them all to be the same color because I felt like that would be drab. Um, yeah, I got a lot of work to do on this yet. So this was the first one first whip I thought of when I thought of the Kerby month of Kerby. They take a long time. So this is the first ever Kerby image I colored because this is the first Kerby book I've ever owned, and oh my god, it drove me crazy. But I guess I learned some things on it. I think that's as far as I got in the book. Yep, nothing after that. The tail. Excuse me. Okay, it's looking like I'm not going to color in this live because now I want to get up and move. I want to move. So, just thinking, that book that has the shoe in it, that has the sneaker or whatever, I don't know what book that is because I don't have an image of that one. But how long? Oh my gosh, 40 minutes of talking. That's a lot. So I think I'm going to end this live. I may come back in color. Um, but I need to get up and move. I probably need to do a little bit of work, and I'll be back. Take care. Hopefully, and I'll be back with chat because I'll have time to figure out what the heck did happen to Restream. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye bye.